We have a new ban list update from Konami to react to here. Now, before I get into it, I have been sick for 2 weeks straight. I've been trying my best to overcome it. Apparently, a lot of you in the last video said that I was being a bit confusing when referencing Konami and the World Champ player. I'm just going to blame being sick on that, okay? So if I'm a little bit incoherent, even during this video, it's been a really crappy 2 weeks, and thank you for all of you for your understanding. Without further ado, let's hop into this ban list. Now, a lot of you are going to be saying, DK'd, you have no idea what's going on in Duel Links. You're kind of right, but you're also kind of wrong. I did come back to Duel Links casually in my free time for fun to play Blackluster Soldier. But then it being tier 1 for a while now, if we look at the power rankings also, Odd Eyes close with it, well, 43 power level there. It is a deck that now that I potentially invested in and is now not going to be top tier. So this may have more relevance than before, where I was just freely spending on every single deck type there was, as now I'm going to be affected by a ban list, I think, for real, for the first time now. Let's see about that. And if we were to compare this tier list to Master Duel, purely Dragon Link Labyrinth Mathmech, you may be looking at Duel Links and be thinking, hey, this game may look a little bit more fun than Master Duel at the moment, with Blackluster Soldier, Live Twin, Rocket, not Dragon Link, all these decks being top tier instead. Maybe it is. Let's take a deep dive into this and let's see what exactly is going on here. Starting off with the first change, boom. November 30th, Chaos Form, Unlimited, 2-1. Well, if this is the card I remember that I was playing my deck, I was only playing one of it anyway. So what's going on here? Yeah, 99% playing 1, 1% playing 2, so it being limited to 1 has no impact, right? Wrong. That's a big impact because in Duel Links, the ban list status is shared with every other card at the same limit. So if there's 10 cards limited to 1, you can only pick one of them from the goodie bag to put in your deck now. And, with only one Chaos Form, what's going on here? Well, the card was searchable with the skill. So if we look at the breakdown here, the Soul of Light and Darkness, this massive novel of a skill, puts 7 cards in your graveyard at the start of the duel, and it states that once per duel only, if there is Blackluster Soldier on your field, you could set a ritual spell card from your deck to your field, which would be the Chaos Form. Thus, you would only need 1 in your deck, and that was the big play. So what else is limited to 1 here? Enemy Controller. So now you cannot play Enemy Controller with your Chaos Form. You have to choose between one or the other, and it does look like there may be some other changes here. We do not want to spoil ourselves completely. Let's go to them in a bit. All right, let's keep on going. There you go. Ninaruru, the Magician Glass Goddess. This is now limited to 1 alongside the Chaos Form. And what's important with this effect is while this card is equipped to your monster, you could target a back row card your opponent controls and destroy them. So this is anti-back row. If we were to be looking at the deck here, the deck is playing Endymion Magician of Mastery because you would be able to make your deck more consistent by drawing a card here and also being able to pop back row with the Ninaru. Where's the draw card effect, though? It says you could target a Magician, equip it, target, destroy. There you go. So you destroy it. You could do draw power, and also you'd be dealing with the back row with the Ninaru. And now you're going to have to choose between Chaos Form and the Ninaru, which I think you're going to be choosing the Chaos Form instead. So now the deck is more susceptible to back row. But as you can see, the deck is playing cards like Mystical Space Typhoon and Cosmic Cyclone here. Let's keep on going. Oh, okay. Is that it for limited ones? Yes. Vessel for the Dragon Cycle. This card is something you may be familiar with in Sword Soul, but it's not really played in Sword Soul, and Sword Soul is not really a deck in Duel Links because pure Tenyi is actually the deck that this is hitting. Tenyi. This is what a Tenyi deck looks like here. Holy moly. Did you ever think that this would be a top tier deck? I don't know about the history in TCG, but damn, it just looks so funny and basic, and it actually looks like a fun time. Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, and now the deck liked playing triple Vessel, and now they're just playing 2. The Vessel was being played at 83% at 3, so the majority were playing it at 3. Okay, that's interesting, and now that is going down a bit. While the deck is not top tier, I guess them fearing Blackluster Soldier being hit maybe is going to make room for other decks. That's what a lot of people forget about a tier list in the meta is sometimes a single deck at the top of the tier list could be suppressing the other decks. you were to just snap away Blackluster Soldier, for all you know, something at tier 3 could take the handle of tier 1. It's not a linear pyramid of the top to bottom where, okay, Live Twin then moves up where Blackluster Soldier moves out if it specifically had a really good matchup against something that's considered tier 3. Now, let's keep on going. Oh, okay, those are the limits and semi-limits, now limited to 3. This could be really confusing if you are a Master Duel or TCG player only, because 3 is the maximum amount of cards that you could play in your deck. So what does limited to 3 even mean? Well, it only matters in the context of, let's look at the deck list and what other cards are limited to 3, as now between Blackluster Soldier and another card limited to 3, you could only play 3 in total. So looking at that, the Endymion, the Magistus, okay, I guess we're getting spoiled here because that's going to be another change we're looking at. You have to choose between Blackluster Soldier at 3 and 3 Endymion Magistus, which gives you that draw power and back row disruption, but they also dealt with your Nanaru, which made one of the big reasons to play this to pop a back row. So you could play 2 BLS and 1 Endymion, but what I'm thinking is you probably just drop the entire Endymion package completely, and you're just going to go triple BLS, which is how I believe a lot of people are playing the deck initially, just brute forcing with BLS, but then, folding to back row. So that's why a lot of people are playing Mystical Space Typhoon, Cosmic Cyclone. I'm thinking people are now going to be playing, I would think, Forbidden Chalice, right? Or not Chalice, but the Lance. Forbidden Lance with MST plus the Cosmic Cyclone to hopefully make up for the Endymion. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Let's keep on going. And there you go. The Endymion and BLS both being limited to 3, so you can only choose 3 copies between the 3. I do think BLS would be the way. I actually think we do have a deck list, post-ban list, what the deck is already going to be looking like. And to be honest, when I came back to the game to play Blackluster Soldier, I did not even get the Endymion cards, not through ignorance, but I ran out of gems. This card's a rare, and I pulled about 10 to 15 packs of the Soul Flare Lightning, and I got 1 copy of Endymion Magician, a rare freaking card, and I couldn't get the other cards. I just could not get the, where's the other Endymion nonsense? Magistus. There you go. Yeah, I could. She's a rare also, and I could not get her for some damn reason. I got 0 copies of Artemis. I know it's hard to believe this, but even the rares, it could be difficult to get here when there's no crafting for specifically what you want. But I guess I don't have to dig further in the box, as I have pretty much everything else left of the BLS deck type. Now, let's keep on going. Orcus Nightmare from 2 to 3. Now, this could be considered a nerf or a buff based off of how the deck is being built. So let's bring up the deck type here. Orcus Nightmare, 2 to 3, being played in Gandora. Okay, Gandora is playing it. Orcus is playing it. So what deck are we nerfing here or buffing? If we look at Gandora, ooh, that's not good. Harp Horror's at 3. And now the Orcus Nightmare also being at 3. It's going to be shared spots. So you were able to play 5 between the 2 cards, and now you can only play 3 between both cards. So what looked like to be a buff was actually a pretty bad nerf. That is not good. That is a big issue for the Orcus players, that they're using in Gandora. If we look at Orcus itself, it's going to be the same case here. Wait, not really. Harp Horror was being played at 1 in regular Harp in Orcus. And is the Harp Horror a brand new change or what? Well, let's look at the rest of the changes, and maybe we could go back to this. I'm not sure if it was already limited to 1, but the Gandora's been playing at 3, so I'm thinking that that's just how Orcus has been playing the deck. So very little impact. Whoa. Scrap Recycler. That's why. You have Harp Horror, Scrap Recycler sharing the limit to 3 status, and now you have Orcus Nightmare, also 3 different cards, all limited to 3. That is a pretty bad nerf. That is not good. If you are an Orcus enjoyer, your deck just definitely got worse. What are you going to do? 1 Nightmare, 1 Harp Horror, 1 Scrap Recycler? Damn. Well, okay, it's crazy in Duel Links land over here. Cards to be unlimited. Jet Synchron. This was a card that I believe was limited because of a new Yusei skill. Yusei was abusing Jet Synchron, and they had to restrict the deck in multiple different ways. Let's take a little gander at this here. Synchrons, yup. A bond illuminates the future. So November 6th, someone was playing the deck like this. It is being changed from what? From 3 to unlimited. What else? You had Mind Control. So now, Mind Control, you could play triple Mind Control and triple Jet Synchron, take control of the opponent's monster, then Synchro with it. I guess that's going to be the play now, yes? And you can see a deck list here. They were just playing the triple Jet Synchron. If we were to look at the most popular cards, limited to 3, let's type limited to 3 by popularity. You can now play Jet Synchron with any of these cards. You want to play Compulse, you want to play Dragon's Prison, Crackdown. Okay, you know, we did see Mind Control in one of the builds there. Okay, yep, there you go, in popularity. The most popular limited 3 cards here. And, you know, it's good. An anime deck, Yusei. I don't even know what this skill does. What does this skill do? Probably a giant paragraph, yes? Oh my Jesus. I am not reading all that, but I trust you. It's a good skill. I'm sure it is. Thank you. Let's keep on going. Double D Swirl Slime from 3 to unlimited. I remember about a year ago, maybe it's been 2 years now, Triple D was top tier, and I guess now it's getting, maybe going back to a more playable status here. Let's see how the deck's looking like. Triple D. The card went from 3 to unlimited. What other cards are limited to 3? It looks like just the generic card, a Dragonized Prison, I guess. If you see, they're playing 2 Slime and 1 Dragonized Prison. The cards that we were looking at that you would just play that are just general good cards. Take control of a monster, banish a monster off their field and from their graveyard. Okay, I guess it just makes the deck more versatile. So is it really that big of a deal? I'm thinking it really isn't that big of a deal. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of them are playing that 1 Dragonized Prison, 2 Swirl Slime. Now they could play it at 3, and then they could play more Dragonized Prison. Sure. Okay. Let's keep on going. The Melody of Awakening Dragon from 3 to unlimited. Okay. I also was coming back to Duel Links to try out the new not Blacklist Soldier, but Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, because the new anniversary was giving us a bunch of not BLS, I'm getting it all mixed up, I'm sick, help me. The Blue Eyes cards. So let's take a look at that. I'll show you the Blue Eyes cards they got. Maybe you want to come back to the game yourself, because that's right, your eyes do not deceive you. That is a triple alternative White Dragon special campaign for free. Log in and you got it. But when I logged in, I was like, damn, my Kaiba is not level 38, not level 40, so I'm missing 2 copies of Melody, and I don't feel like leveling my damn character. So I kind of just like fell off from there. I had the rest of the deck. But also the new Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon came out in an actual box, Deep Emotion. I don't have access to that, but you know, maybe I'll just suck it up and duel against the NPCs. I just really wish small stuff like this would just not be an obstacle for people that want to play the game. It's not like a huge deal. It's just, why have this random nuisance, this random roadblock? I'm excited to play some Kaiba, which I'm sure many others were also excited to hop in and play Kaiba, and then you tell the player, no, you actually have to spend an hour or 2 doing a bunch of other nonsense before you actually get to play some Kaiba. And I'm just like, you know what? I will go fold some laundry instead. All right, let's keep on going. Madolche from 2 to unlimited. What the heck? Madolche at the card trader. Free card to get there. Let's take a look at what Madolche has been doing. Casey Cup Top Global. So the card was semi-limited, and I guess now you just have it at 3. And the cards that are semi-limited, you could play in the deck now. So we looked at the most popular limited to 3 cards. Let's look at limited 2. Now you could play Kiteroid. Duel Links exclusive, by the way. Kiteroid is playable in your Madolche deck if you would like that. I'm thinking that's the card you'd be playing if you wanted anything that's semi-limited. Enemy Controller used to be semi-limited. Now the card is limited to 1. That's quite interesting here. Okay, so Madolche back on the menu. That's interesting. Phantom Knight Rank Up Launch from 1 to unlimited special set. Doesn't that mean the card is only obtainable at 1? Okay, yes. So the card is only obtainable at 1, but now it's unlimited, but you can only play 1. but that means you can now play other cards that are limited to 1 with this card that's only obtainable at 1. Is that confusing? Maybe a little bit. Let's see. Okay, you know, because they were playing it, we're going to have to look at popular limited to 1 cards to then decide what we can now play in our Phantom Knight deck. The most popular one, Enemy Controller. We can now play Monster Reborn. We could play Reinforcement of the Army, right? We could be searching for, we don't have the Warrior Phantom Knight that we search that discards. Maybe that one's not in the game yet. Yeah, I guess it's not. It's Torn Scales, right? Torn Scale is a good one when that card, yeah, not out yet, but whenever that comes out. And then the rest of them are Warrior also, so maybe you want to play Reinforcing the Army with it. Interesting. Let's keep on going. Neos Fusion. Ooh, this is a big one. Neos Fusion is back from 3 to unlimited. I know Konami did not like a lot of people playing this in multiple different decks, so they had to restrict it to 3, and then they give the top decks a restriction of 3 also so that you cannot play Neos Fusion in it. So let's take a gander at who's been playing this. Ubel has been trying to enjoy it at 3. So they got 2 Neos Fusion. And, oh, yeah, look at that, your Kluger. So your Kluger, you summon this with Ubel. So by sending Ubel from the deck to the graveyard with your Neos Fusion, and you can play triple Neos Fusion. Sure. All right, great. More options for summoning your Kluger, I guess. And very nice. Neos Fusion back on the menu. That is interesting. What about the Keeper of Dragon Magic? I feel like that was another card that was limited to 3, right? Let me look at Keeper of Dragon. No, okay. I guess this was already unlimited. Maybe it was limited a long time ago and then they unrestricted it. Sure. Interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of getting a Duel Links itch right here. I think this is making some of the decks I already own playable again, and that'd be interesting to come back to. I also came back to play some Ritual Beast, which was a lot of fun. Whoa. Witchcrafter. This is one of my favorite decks in Duel Links. Witchcrafter is back. I could really just log in, not have to get any more additional cards, and I could play Witchcrafter, maybe at full power or close to it. That's wild. Okay, from 2 to unlimited. Let's see what the deck is looking like. Are there any other Witchcrafter players watching this video right now? Semi-limited. So you have the Charge of the Light Brigade. You can now play at 2 and then have 2 of your Witchcrafter Holiday instead of playing 1 and 1 each. That is a big deal. As you can see, this deck not even having room for the Charge of the Light Brigade because they wanted to play 2 Holiday. So, wow. I am loving that. And are any of these cards new that I don't own? I feel like I own most of these cards. What the heck's a Blizzard Princess? That's an old card. Okay. Yeah, sure. I will... damn, I have to wait till November 30th for these changes to go live. That's kind of annoying. I wish they'd be quicker on that. I know Marvel Snap, they're no chill. They just change your cards right then and there. They pretty much give you no time, and I actually respect it. I like that. Just quick changes, because who really cares about waiting 2 weeks for these changes? Does anyone look at a ban list and go, oh no, I only have 2 weeks left to play my Magistus Endymion. Come on, get the hell out of here. All right. Let's keep on going. I do like that change very much. That's some nostalgia right there. The deck's not very good in Master Duel, but maybe it could be a lot more playable in Duel Links. Oh, full changes. Oh, yeah, okay, yep. The following cards will be limited to 1. This is for the Blackluster Soldier hits. This is for the Tenyi. The following cards will be limited to 3. And then we got the Yusei coming back. Triple D. Blue Eyes support just happened. Madolche coming back. Reboosting up. I mean, this card's pretty new. February 2023. Oh, my Jesus. And then we got, I mean, we could play Neos Fusion in Witchcrafter if we want to. I remember some people were playing that. What are the reactions? What are people saying? Also, I do want to look at the top player council analysis of this to see if I really missed anything. And who did not get hit? If we look at the tier list, Live Twin, I think, is relatively too new to get hit. And, you know, they, of course, don't have the Trouble Sunny, but this looks like a fun deck to be playing here. Oh, my cheese. They're both ultra rare. Oh, boy. Let's, by the way, 1,200 days since Cybernetic Overflow is limited to 2. The Cyber Dragon Cope is here. We want to replay our Cyber Dragon deck. Yeah, okay. It's semi-limited with a bunch of other cards, too, I'm sure. Yeah, oh, boy. This deck is, they're trying to, yeah, I'm not going to even try to decipher what's going on here. The Fusion Spell and the Cybernetic Overflow are both semi-limited. Okay, that's annoying for Cyber Dragon players here. Lackluster Soldier. I am interested to see if Blackluster's still going to be a good deck, because that's the deck I came back for. And it doesn't really look like, you know, there's no compensation when your deck gets nerfed. Man, Orcus again, why not nerf Gandora skill instead? Overlay removal, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Witchcrafter's free? Yes. I'm shocked about that too. I'm excited for that. That's a really fun deck for me to play. Now, the analysis. At first glance, it seems to me that the hits to BLS are pretty impactful, actually. The limit to 1, Nanaru, and Chaos Form limits the deck's ability to play through back row. Okay, that's pretty much what I was saying. And the deck can't switch to another form of back row disruption because it's limited to 1 with the Chaos Form. Yeah, okay, so Konami had some good foresight on that. They probably knew that you were going to switch on over to this if you lost your Endymion Magician package. Blacklist Soldier can no longer use the Magician package. This is a considerable hit to their utility. Okay, let's see what some other decks. Live Twin Rocket, which I believe they didn't get hit at all, right? Wait, was Live Twin playing BLS? Until the skill balance update is announced, Rocket and Odd Eyes come out unscathed from the list. On the other hand, it's Live Twin with Blacklist Soldier Envoy Beginning also being put limit to 3. The Drawson's high level version becomes optimal. Okay, so yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's they were playing Legend of the Heroes, and now apparently Drawson's high level is going to be the better way to play the deck. So I guess the deck got hit a little bit according to the analysis here. Interesting. And then for these other decks, Tenyi getting hit. Also Orcus. Yeah, even though Orcus is not on the tier list right now, it got further. Well, Gandora's using Orcus, to be fair. Okay, and that's why the player wanted Gandora's skill to get hit and not Orcus to get hit because of Gandora. Now it's making a lot more sense. Going to 3, conflicts with Harp Horror. We did say that. This affects pure Orcus more than the Gandora Orcus variant, which, you know, is not even on the tier list right now. So, yeah, for the Gandora variant to hurt the pure variant, I think that pissed me off too if I was a pure variant player, because my deck was not even top tier. What the heck? Okay. The Gandora Orcus will continue to be pretty good, it looks like, by searching with Gear, Gig, and X. The Tenyi hit seems to stop the next best deck from rising straight to the top. Hey, that's kind of exactly what I said too, that, you know, Tenyi maybe there was a fear that it would rise to the top after BLS getting hit. Maybe it's got a really good matchup against Tenyi. Fine hit overall, doesn't knock the deck off the tier. Okay, so Tenyi's still a good deck. Tenyi hits a bit weird. You see Vessel less, which makes it harder to access important combo pieces. On the other hand, you're less likely to open unplayable hands of hard once per turn spells. I expect this deck to succeed in some capacity. Tenyi hit was okay. Okay. Lunalight. Oh, yeah. They just released some new Lunalight cards, actually. Let's type in Lunalight. They released something unprecedented. It's called a special box. I don't even know what the heck it is. I got to look at it. They got Tiger. They got Chick now. Ain't no way. What is going on? Wild Spirit. It's a deck build box. So what the heck really is this? We got some good reprints, it looks like. Wow. Yeah, you could just come back, build from this box your deck, and that's why it's called a deck build box. Wow. Very smart on Konami to do something like this. I think they want to make decks more accessible where you don't have to dig through older boxes, because that's my fear with coming back to Duel Links for any deck is how many different boxes do I have to go in through, which was kind of the case of BLS, and it was a big turnoff. But if I could truly just go through this and build a Fire Fist and or your Lunalight deck, okay, that's something. Oh, that's nice. This is unreal. Literally everything, including the Tenki and Tiger King, is reprinted. Since when did Konami become generous? When they got to make up for the Rush Duel release is when. Yes. Okay, what else is good? Let's see more TPC analysis. Do you think Lunalight's a good deck now? Lunalight. Apart from the crazy amount of support Lunalight has received in the past week, this ban list weakens a few of the problem decks the deck had to deal with. Huh. However, it's not so obvious as to just how it will take advantage of the situation, but I imagine we will find out pretty quickly in the upcoming week. Madolce. was teetering on the edge of the meta and rogue before the ban list. Now it looks like it's going to be meta. Looking good. Access to Neos Fusion is big for the decks that use it, with Yubel being able to consistently one-turn kill now. Hero decks on the whole also gain more access to limit 3s. That's good. And then Blue Eyes with the Melody. I think it's good that Blue Eyes can now use limited 3 cards, but I think it needs a less limiting skill to become a really solid deck. The Double D Slime helps Thunder Dragons and Triple D respectively. Okay, very nice. And I did promise, or I'm remembering, that we had a deck of BLS post-ban list to see if the deck is still good, if maybe you're someone like me. So yeah, all these decks are illegal, but then we have this one. This looks post-ban list BLS, of course, no Endymion, and this is pretty much how I already have the deck built. I just never, I didn't get to abuse the Endymion package. As I said earlier, I didn't have enough gems to do so, and I didn't care to optimize a deck for a game, just playing casually. And it really does give me a different perspective on the game here of, just playing casually for fun, and a deck you're playing getting nerfed, but then, not really, because I didn't even build the deck optimally. So, okay, I guess my deck is still here, still top tier. Wait, just like that, BLS, I don't even know what to think. Who knows? That is it for the video. Let me know your thoughts on Duel Links and Duel Links content in general. Do you think that maybe I should casually cover Duel Links more? Maybe I was thinking of maybe every once in a while casting a Duel Links tournament maybe and uploading that on the channel, as long as many people wouldn't be too hostile towards that. I'm open for anything and all ideas. I appreciate you all very much, and sorry if I was incoherent at all during this video. I'm still getting over my sickness, and hopefully I'll be good soon. So I appreciate you all. I'll see you all. I'll be streaming on Sunday, Twitch and YouTube. I'll be doing some Master Duel leaks and all that good stuff. We are out.